Hello, everybody. Welcome to FIBO 2017. My name is Martin Sedivy. I'm working for IFA, and within the fitness trainer courses we deliver. What we briefly introduce and present today is a neuromuscular screening process, relatively easy to use to obtain more information on the client in terms of personal training. All further information after we will do the small-scale screening with a volunteer. All this information will be available from us. We will be there to answer your questions, or in Hall 8. Just pay us a visit and you will get more information on the IFA stand. My volunteer, Martin, here you go. Just lie down here on the stretcher. Well, supine position, not prone. If possible, could you take off your shoes? Well, the core, for those who are not familiar with it, means kinematics, optimizing, recovery enhancement. So actually it means that you improve the performance of the system by asking questions to the system. You know that your body is the best doctor and knows best what to do. But very frequently we are faced with a problem that we, as the Homo sapiens, we try to avoid pain. We take medication, some sort of creams, or we have evasive movements, and this makes the body lose the ability to lose also the cause of this pain. What does core do? It's simply asking the body regarding its performance capability to perform, and then refreshing the body, telling it, well, here's your problem, take care of it yourself. What do I need? Well, just relax, no need to lift your head. I will waken up your main meridians. Before I ask you questions, well, just let go. Loosen your muscles. Okay, number one, what do I need? It's the so-called reference value in terms of strength. I take it from the flexor group, even if one of the flexor cannot be activated optimally, but the sum total of the flexors gives us plenty of force. So I'm going to take your reference value, and based on that I perform functional tests. You try to relax. There is no need to support me. Yes, here we go. Okay, I will actively press your head down, and with your strength, you try to counteract my movement based on your flexor group. Relax, jaws relaxed. My movement, yours. Counteract and hold. Okay, good strength value. And then loosen up. When I relax, you can also relax. There's no problem. And the other side, just, no tension. Just relax. It's like your leg is asleep. Perfect. My movement, yours, counteraction. Well, hold. Okay. So here the order is, a little bit delayed, but it may be that, this gentleman is a little bit stressed. Well, okay. Just let go. Hold. Fine. This one was good. So both strength values can be used for testing the functional loop systems of the body. We've got axilateral, contralateral movements like with walking, with running, and there are often small weaknesses we cannot bridge by means of training methods. So whenever there is a gap somewhere, there will be a loss of energy. I will always see it before I start, even when there's this little gap in the pubic symphysis. So what I want to know from you first is your pelvic stability. The pelvis is always there, involved in movement. When we start running, your pelvis is not a fixed status, but you have got ligaments, we have got cartilage, and the wider my steps, the more the movement there will happen. And even there, I shouldn't expect experience a loss of strength and force. Let me take a look at the position there. We try to then turn to twist the pelvic via the leg. It's similar to running, to making steps, to taking strides. The simultaneous interpreter is working hard. Yes. So I'm going to press the leg down, and you hold from your hip. Just hold. And there we've got an enormous loss of strength. Okay. Well, that's what it should look like. Well, get ready and hold. Okay. Okay, get ready. Hold. Oh. Well, this is where we lose a tiny little bit in terms of strength. I know with him. Here we've got a minimum of, well, pelvic stability. What is the matter? I don't know, but I can take a closer look at his pelvis. I'm going to tell you more about it. Then 2 further little tests that will be highly interesting to all of us. The so-called ipsilateral loop. Right arm, right leg, the same at the same time, and we see whether the strength is the same as with the reference value. Hold. Well, so as soon as he's working in a loop, the strength is gone. Okay. And then get ready. Hold. Okay. So, well, there's a high, relatively high loss of force. Other side. Okay, well, just relax. Well, any weaker doesn't work. Well, nearly down. Well, you're worn out. Hold. Nope, there is nothing. There is no strength whatsoever. So as soon as he doesn't lose the arm, the strength is there, strange enough. Get ready, hold. Well, there, you've got it. Well, fascinating, isn't it? So now we would like to find out what your problem, what the issue is. Due to the fact that both sides are weak, I can exclude one thing. It cannot be a unilateral problem. So what he wants his body to do doesn't get down there. I do not have to look at the bottom part, the lower part of his body. I have to concentrate on where the order, the instructions come from. And this, whenever you work with loop, so to speak, it's not transferred, this order. Take your index finger, put it into your mouth, well, until you've got the second link with your teeth, well, and then, well, bite on that. And I'm asking his system one thing. Maybe is there one particular bone that tends to shift slightly? Is that maybe the reason for that? His body will immediately find a way of transferring the strength to the loop. If that wasn't the case, I would have to go on with tests, other tests. So this sphenoid bone, we see whether that is the reason or not. Okay, just relax. I'm going to press it down. Well, I'll press down and you come up with maximum force holding against it. And then hold it, please. It's better, but still not 100%. Your body doesn't know what I'm doing with it, and then hold again. And there's nothing whatsoever, and then focus again. Okay, then get ready and hold. There we go, better. You realize that you perceived it all of a sudden, there was strength, and then the last focus without, just to give your body the difference, then the body knows where the problem is, and hold, nothing there. And he tried to help me work it out of the torso, not from the hip, not from the pelvis. So then get ready, hold, and now I've got the force, the strength. Well, it's impressive, isn't it? So again, to show you, I didn't know him before. We didn't agree on anything. We didn't arrange anything. You clearly had a feeling and perceived it strength-wise. Super. So I know one thing. He will have a deduction resolution. This is the cartilage that is shifted a little bit, and this has got an impact on the transfer of information. It's just like a vessel, and you stop from letting the information through. We only get a tiny little bit of information that is transferred and no more. This is what we tested. Then the second thing I would like to test, now the counter loop. Get ready and hold. Okay, a little bit better, but not strong either. Other side, get ready, hold. Oh. Well, that it should be like that and hold. Okay, then focus again, then hold. And now I've got the force, then get ready in the loop and hold. Well, we lose out in terms of strength again. Absolutely fascinating. Now I ask whether the jaw muscles might be responsible for that. Open your mouth and close again. And very good. And now with your finger, go in there. Just touch this part. We know that the jaw muscles is the strongest muscle in our body. This is where I've got maximum force. When the two are in a sort of imbalance, then I've got some sort of shift which has an impact on the transfer, this naval transfer, and the information flow in your body. Now I'm asking the body again whether this part may be responsible. Get ready and hold. No. Okay, it wasn't this one. So, it's just as weak as before, and hold. No. Well, nothing. Well, if it's not this one, it's only the other one that's left. The cause is always on one side. The other side is only responding, so to speak. You found the point. Open your mouth. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And then relax. Well, relax. It's not voodoo. I press down and you try to come up with maximum force and take counteraction. Get ready and hold. Okay. Well, what did it feel like? Well, a lot stronger indeed. It wasn't 100%, but his system registers that his right jaw is the reason for decrease in performance. To tell you again that your body registered it correctly, and then hold. Well, I can press it down with one finger against his group of flexors. Impossible normally. Okay, you've got it? Yeah. And then get ready, focus, hip, shoulder, isolated, nothing else, and hold. Okay, this gives us 95% already. And I can repeat it until his system has completely registered what's going on. I would have another 4 to 5 repetitions, and we haven't got the time. But we get 95% from 10 to 95. I hope you're satisfied with that. Now turn around, prone positions. Now I help his system to take the information we obtained via the tests, and I help it to this information to have an impact on his whole system and bring about an overall improvement. So now you envy him, right? Don't you? Well, this acupuncture point, I fixed. I have to dissolve it again, so to speak. I have some sort of rebalancing in the pelvic system, the ligaments, the ankle, a knee joint. All of this is put in the proper position, and all the movements are then transferred to the pelvic area. And this is enough. And now everybody wants to be up there, don't you? Well, that's enough. Relax. Okay. And now I just take a look at the tension in the pelvic ligaments where there is a counter tension somewhere. Oh, well, this is rather loose. This is nice. Wonderful. Okay, due to the fact that with this pelvic area is a little bit widened, I have to focus on the ISG so that the ligaments, all the systems can then contract and form a balanced system again. So what I'm doing is only setting a focus. So there's no therapy. I only show his body, this is where your problem is located. I support you a tiny little bit. Do something about it. And then just relax again. I simply move up from dorsal process to dorsal process. I look at whether there's a restriction, some limitation I would have to take into consideration. Fine, working out. Now I move to the fascia tissue. Okay, impulse rates are good. No further restrictions. And then quickly to the other side. And this, well, is nearly the end. And here a little bit of a loss in terms of impulse, but nothing dramatic, nothing to really speak about. Then back to the supine position. Well, a little bit further down. Okay, just put your head down. And then this is a little bit of preparation work I do. Okay, relax. Loosen up. This is where I am there, where the atlas moves on to the next one. That is between the skull and the first vertebra, the cervical vertebra. Here often we have constant tension that bring about a clear reduction in performance, and I have to include it in the whole process. And here's the right jaw we found right here. Okay, fine. So this was on the right-hand side. This was causing the problem. Here, one more time, the focus is on the jaw muscles, and we will see whether his performance has changed without us having to focus on it. Additionally, it cannot be that he, well, walks to the sports studio with a finger in his mouth. Okay. So if you see somebody, well, when they're taking steps, well, hasn't fully understood the principle I just explained. So let's see. Well, actually, we should have one a little bit in terms of strength. We will not come up from 10 to 100% in that short time, but we shouldn't be down at the 10% because otherwise I did it wrong. Okay, let's see. Okay, the EPSI test. That was the sphenoid bone. And hold. Okay, better. Not 100%. Well, we focus again. Okay, get ready. And hold. Good. A lot better indeed. And now the last focus on the leg. And hold. Okay, now it's good. Well, the sphenoid bone is a little bit better positioned. We are trying to find a way of allowing the flow of performance to come in. The side was relatively weak. The contra test, just, well, imagine your leg fell down, just like that before. Just get ready and hold. Well, okay, very good. Wow, indeed. Well, that took me by surprise because it was relatively short this time. We, well, were not at 100, but 95. Okay, get ready and hold. Okay, super. Well, I can't press it down anymore. So that was simply a tiny little, well, demonstration. And how do I incorporate this into personal training? This is something we would love to explain to you. I'll be available right there or later on in Hall 8 at the IFA booth. I would like to thank you very much. And should you have questions and I've made you curious, we'll be available. Thank you very much.